What's going on, everybody? This is JVB from the Post Game Report podcast. So I'm playing Spider-Man Miles Morales on the PlayStation 5. And being that I am from New York, born and raised, this particular game really hits home for me because you see a lot of Hispanic culture. Now, Miles Morales is half black, half Puerto Rican. So seeing the Puerto Rican flag throughout this game really makes me proud. And you just don't have the Puerto Rican flag, which is great. You know, there's a festival going on. You see a lot of Hispanics. You see different Hispanic flags. You see music. Well, you see people dancing to Hispanic music. And then you have the culture of Harlem, the way people dress, the way people walk, the way people interact with each other. All that is realistic. And it was really pleasant to see. Because most of the time we get, certain representation of Hispanics and blacks, and it just doesn't come out right. Like, I was playing Just Cause 4. The lead is Hispanic, and he has the most horrible Hispanic accent. So, yeah. I mean, sometimes minorities do not get represented in video games properly. So it was really great to see Spider-Man Miles Morales come at us, especially in the holidays, in a very proper way. So, for example, his mother is Hispanic, his mother's Puerto Rican. There's a scene when you're walking in the house, setting up for a holiday dinner, and you go into the kitchen and you see what your mother is cooking. And what do we see? We see arroz con gandules, we see empanadas, all of the stuff that I used to eat when I was growing up in the Bronx. And so seeing that, my son was playing it, I was watching him play. Because of my injury, my reflexes are off. Now you're seeing me play here. You may even see me die a few times because I can't react that quickly. But I've gotten a little better. Like the first time I started playing this game, I was dying really quick because I couldn't hit the dodge in time. And then I had to also not only hit the dodge button, but also hit the attack button and then jump and Y. And, there's a lot of things going on. And if you're playing at 60 frames per second, which you have the option to do on the PlayStation 5, things are moving really freaking fast, especially for someone with my condition. So, visually, if you put this on fidelity mode, it looks incredible. If you played the original Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4, you understand that the controls are great and the gameplay is fluid. And that doesn't change with Miles Morales. But you throw in an extra coat of next-generation visuals, including ray tracing, now you have yourself a proper next-generation title, especially for the PlayStation 5. So Miles Morales was definitely the game that we needed for the holidays because of the whole tradition that you see for Hispanics and blacks. You're seeing that. And unfortunately, in New York City, we are missing that. A lot of people cannot go to each other's homes because of the lockdown. So being able to virtually do that, there's some sentiment to that. That's as close as me being in the Bronx with my family as I'm going to get right now. Then you throw in the soundtrack and, of course, the story. The story has a lot of very sentimental moments. The ending is going to impact you because of the relationships that were built. And when you play this game in its entirety, I'm talking about the single-player story. Well, there's no multiplayer, but when you play the campaign, you're going to understand what I'm talking about. There's a lot of underlying themes in here. They even have, characters who speak in sign language. It's just awesome. A terrific game. I highly recommend it if you have a PlayStation 5, and it's also available on the PlayStation 4. Now, quickly, with Cyberpunk 2077, I actually finished it. I finished the campaign, and I liked it, surprisingly so. I was going to wait. I put my submission in to get my refund. Sony hasn't responded to it, so there was a recent update. So I was like, let me try this new update. And I was like, let me try it. Let me hit the campaign, get an idea what it's all about. And it stuck with me. It's my type of story, that gritty, futuristic, cyberpunk, Blade Runner type game. That I love Blade Runner. I love Escape from New York. Those are two of my favorite sci-fi movies. And this story was really, really good. Really good. So under all of the bugs, the crashes, the shady PR tactics, underneath all that, there is a really good story here. So kudos to those developers, the people who came up with this story, because it was really good. It was really good. So I'm going to wait to play it again when there's the final update, when they fix a bunch of shit, because it was still crashing. So anyway, I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys have a happy holidays. I am JVB. I'll talk to you later.